Hey, good morning, First Christian Church and West Point. Thought I'd throw that in there as well because as I've been doing for the last several months, on Wednesdays, if it's nice enough outside, I've been going around highlighting some of the stores or restaurants or things that are going on in the community. And this morning, I am standing outside of our brand new Mexican restaurant right there behind me. It is Cinco Hermanos Taco Shop. Now, to be fair, to be honest, I have not been there. I haven't had any yet. I've heard from people who know of people who have gone there. They say it's delicious, and it's very reasonably priced too. So I'm going to assume that at some point very soon, I and my family will be coming here for food. And on my own personal Facebook page, I'll go ahead and highlight that. So any announcements for this week? Yeah, we got a couple. One, remember, we're taking a hiatus for the summer for Sunday school. So for June and July, no Sunday school. Now, we will be having Sunday night, except for on the holiday weekends. So this weekend was the weekend that we were going to have our Spring Fling, which is almost like our fall festival, and it's going to be over at Byron and Trisha's house. But they moved that to the next week, so it's not going to be the 4th, it's going to be the 11th. So make sure that you are ready to go over to their home, bring a chair, bring a dish to share. We're going to have a good time, and so that'll be happening then. Now, this Sunday, of course, read on your own, but we are not going to be out of a normal Bible passage like we were just in Hebrews this past week. But we're not going to be going on to the next book. We're not going to be doing James. I've got something special planned. It's been requested several times by people to go ahead and do this sermon. And so this weekend is a weekend that I'm going to go ahead and do it. I hope that all of you will be there. But what else does it mean? What about in Hebrews? Now, as I was going through it and I was reading again this morning, I came across and started reading about Hebrews chapter 12. And it says, therefore, and of course, you know we can't start there, so you have to go back to 11. It says, these are, verse 39, these were all commended for their faith, yet none of them received what they had been promised. God had planned something better for us, so that only together with us they may be made perfect. So in chapter 11, we talked about on Sunday how it was, their faith, and they did this by faith, they did this by faith, and it started listing a whole bunch of people. Then it goes on, it says this, chapter 12. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles. And let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. Let us fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, scorning the shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider him who endured such opposition from sinful men, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart. So, the writer of Hebrews is telling them, hey, listen, don't get caught up in the sin. Don't get caught up in doing that. We've got examples of people who cast off their sin and cast off all those things that were going to normally stop us from doing things. He said, but thought I was going to get hit there. But he's like, no, don't get hold up on that. Cast off everything and hold on to Jesus. And that sin so easily entangles. But what does he say later on? Endure hardships as discipline. Chapter 12, verse 7. God is treating you as sons. For what son is not disciplined by his father? If you are not disciplined, and everyone undergoes discipline, then you are illegitimate children and not true sons. Moreover, we have all had human fathers who disciplined us, and we respected them for it. How much more should we submit to our Father of our spirits and live? Our fathers disciplined us for a little while they thought was best, but God disciplines us for our good, that we may share in his holiness. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and a peace for those who have been trained by it. Where are we going to find our discipline? Where are we going to find us being called out? Where are we going to see that there are things that we have to do that God says that we have to do in order to be fruitful? And that discipline means we're reading and then we're having our spiritual eyes open and our spiritual ears open so we can see and hear. And then when we are confronted by our sins, whether it's from somebody else, whether it's through prayer, whether it's through reading, that we're humble enough to take it and say, yeah, I've done wrong. I love you guys. Check out the restaurant. Come see us Sunday. Something special planned. You probably know what it is. All right. I will see you then. All right. Love you guys. Bye, everybody.